last time doesn't mean it will be safe this time. A message from Lagos Traffic Radio 96.1 FM, moving Lagos forward.
This is Tony Adebola. I'm an entrepreneur and a motorcycle enthusiast. Keep listening to Your Side Mirror on 96.1 FM. It simply rocks.
Happy birthday to you. If you're celebrating today, we wish you the very, very best. As you drive in that vehicle, we are celebrating with you. And the number one on our list is our own Oluwaseun Oyedele, a.k.a. Iyaoye. She's our Deputy Director at Being and Human Resources Traffic Radio, and the entire members and staff of Traffic Radio. They are wishing you well. They're praying for good health. They're praying for sustenance, and they're praying for fulfillment in your life. All right? Yao, happy birthday. We're coming for the cake. Lawrence Nwanze celebrating. We wish you well. Blessing Hussein, his wife, to Akan Hussein of Lagos Traffic Radio. All right? So double celebrations here. That's what it means. Bonner Boy, that's a name and a musician that, of course, that you know so well. Grammy winning award winning Nigerian artist. Happy birthday to him. Today's his day. Kayode Okpeudu celebrating. We wish you well. Evelyn Otuama Bolaniwa is celebrating. All right. Today's your day to Evelyn. Your cousin to Adepeju Salami. Happy birthday to you. Who else is celebrating? All right. Master Bulwatife Israel Alabi. No, rather that's Alaba. Abiola Peters. Wow, what's a company name? Clocking 3 today. I understand your son to Abiola Alaba Peters, publisher of Zebra News. Okay then, so who else is celebrating? Wale Hassan is often referred to as Alaji Tupac, former staff with Radio Lagos Eco FM. All right, happy birthday to him. Pastor Femi Emmanuel is the presiding pastor of which church now? That's Living Spring Chapel International. Okay then. Happy birthday to you. Dr. Taiwo Hassan is celebrating. He's the MD CEO of General Hospital Ikorodu. We wish you the very best of this day. Dr. Olufemi Aliton is celebrating. Deputy Director, MD. Okay, all right. Okay. This is from who now? Oluwayemisi Karim. A big shout out to you, who is the head of ICT for Ikorodu General Hospital. Wishing you the giving you some birthday shout out this morning. Dr. Esho Fumilola is celebrating. A happy birthday to you as you celebrate on this wonderful day. Let's get to the Ifakoi Jai General Hospital family, and I have Victor Adofea Konde. You have the physiotherapy department. We wish you well. Also celebrating from that same hospital, Mrs. Abimbola Oluwabumi Oluwafemi, belonging to the finance and accounts department. And both of you are from the same hospital. All right, let's do the dance for all of you who are celebrating today. We wish you well. We pray that God will continue to be with you, and He will provide for all of you in this brand new year. Congratulations.
Nigeria. Time, 9 a.m. daily. This program is free to attend, but registration is mandatory. Register on www.youngprogressives.ng/mybusinessandi for partnership and exhibition. Call Amaka on 0806-628-8642 or 0816-C765045 or email events@youngprogressives.ng.
Health, education, employment, and quality of life are some important indicators that directly influence social development, and this is often used by government in policy formulation for their citizens' welfare. Citizens' participation and accountability are both essential for social development of any society, and this is why the Lagos State government, through the Ministry of Youth and Social Development, is investing in the development of its people through various intervention and empowerment programs in line with the Themes Plus agenda. For insights on the activities of government, policy formulation, and social inclusion, tune in to MYSD Spectrum, Ministry of Youth and Social Development Spectrum, a 45-minute program designed to showcase activities of the ministry in line with the Themes Plus developmental agenda. Join us every Wednesdays at 4:15 to 5 p.m. on Lagos Traffic Radio 96.1 FM. MYSD Spectrum is powered by the Lagos State Ministry of Youth and Social Development.
In the Techno Media Sales promo with gifts worth 10 million naira up for grabs. Buy any Camel 30, Power 6, Spark 20 or Pop 8 smartphones to get instant gifts and discounts on select models and raffle tickets to enter the weekly draws where customers stand a chance to win 7 rams and 28 food bags worth 300,000 naira each containing bags of rice, cooking oil, pasta, beverages and more. Hurry now to grab these amazing deals. Promo runs till 20th July 2024. Visit at Techno Mobile and your social media for more info. T's and C's apply. Techno, stop at nothing.
Gbogbo àwọn tó láàmì làákà láwùjọ wa ní àwọn ìṣesí kan pírí lòlògbò ń jí ni wọ́n ó kó lára ọ̀tá lé. Ìdí abalajọ ni pé bí wọ́n bá ti jí láàárọ̀ wọ́n á kọ́ wá oúnjẹ gidi sára kí wọ́n tó wá gbé pabambarì lé lórí. Ìyẹn John syrup of hemoglobin vitamin B12 tí yóò gbógun ti àìtó ẹ̀jẹ̀ lára, àìjí pépé àbí kó máa rẹni láti inú. Ṣíbí méjì Jones péré lójúmọ́ yóò mú ara rẹ̀ yá gágá láti ṣiṣẹ́ tàbí ṣeré. O lè mú lásán tàbí kí o pò ó papọ̀ pẹ̀lú ohun mímu ẹlẹ́rìndòdò tó fẹ́ gbé lọ síbi iṣẹ́ tàbí ìdárayá. Dijon syrup of hemoglobin takiji gbéra ìlọ́yà pẹ̀lú Dijon syrup of hemoglobin vitamin B12 agbára tí ń roni lágbára ẹ̀ka ìwé pélébé inú rẹ̀ o.
The world is a jungle of risks. Risks abound everywhere. But where risk exists, so too does insurance. One thing that has continued to elude millions of Nigerians is the crucial role insurance plays in risk prevention and management. And that is why the Nigerian Insurance Association, NIA, the umbrella body for all insurance companies in Nigeria, is rising to the challenge of low public awareness about insurance through its weekly dialogue on radio tagged Insurance Digest. Insurance Digest takes you on a ride through the intricate world of risk management, bringing in different resource persons to address some of the knotty issues in insurance. So join us every Tuesdays at 9:15 a.m. on Lagos Traffic Radio 96.1 FM to learn best practices in insurance. The program will intermittently be spiced up with traffic updates from our robust traffic management structure across Lagos. Insurance Digest on Your Side Mirror. Insurance education at its best.
Lagos Traffic Radio 96.1 FM. Insurance Digest is the segment that we're about taking off right now. And it's all geared towards securing your life and property using time-tested and universally accepted principles about insurance so that you can have a better grasp of how it works and you can make good use of it. Insurance Digest from Lagos Traffic Radio. We're here Tuesdays from 9:15 through 10 o'clock. And it is an initiative of the Nigerian Insurance Association, which is geared at making things things much more beautiful, especially as it relates to insurance penetration in Nigeria. You're welcome. My name is Victor Oteri. All right, so today on the program, we're looking at how you can tap into life insurance in financially challenging times, right? There's no saying that the times are pretty hard in Nigeria, but for some, it is time for you to tap into insurance and make good use of it. So, how does it work? What is life insurance all about? What are the prospects of you really tapping into life insurance? And how can you really understand the terms that are used? And of course, the premiums that will be paid for any life insurance policy that you buy. These are many more we're reflecting on. Loads and loads of traffic updates will come your way as well. But first, let's have a detour to have a word from our partners. And when we return, it'll be time to set sail.
This number! Oh, see what you've done now! You've damaged my car!
I'm sorry. I'm so sorry.
I hope you have a good motor insurance.
Yes, I have a third-party motor insurance that will take care of all your repairs.
In fact, the benefits of third-party motor insurance have increased. First, the limit to claims for damages to third-party vehicles has been increased. Secondly, when you get your third-party motor insurance, you automatically get an ECOWAS Brown card, which means your vehicle now has insurance cover across all West African countries. And if ever it is liable on Nigerian roads for damages to a vehicle from any West African country, the premium to be paid for third-party motor insurance for private car owners increased from 5,000 naira to 15,000 naira to enable insurers adequately bear the cost of repairs whenever the need arises. Buy your motor insurance. Please log on to www.niip.ng or visit any licensed insurance company today. This is a public enlightenment message from the Nigeria Insurance Association, NIA.
Before, not so wahala with law enforcement agent.
So, hey, NIA don't upgrade the NID platform. Oh, now from your phone, you fit confirm your motor insurance certificate one time. Make sure say you don't get wahala with our law enforcement agents them. Just dial *465*11# one hand and follow the direction. It go show whether na fake or correct insurance you get. Oh, it no hard and na sharp. But you to make sure say you buy your motor insurance from only registered insurance company to avoid wahala. This message now from Nigerian Insurance Association, NIA.
Lagos Traffic Radio 96.1 FM. Insurance Digest is the program. Before we hit our teeth and we'll sink our teeth into the conversation quickly, let's take you through the roads. I can tell you that earlier on we talked about a 40-foot containerized loaded truck that got stuck into the drainage at SOS in what within the Solo corridor. Very, very busy traffic within that particular corridor right now. But the good news, we have traffic managers on ground. And considering the busy nature, there's a counter flow that has been adopted by the traffic managers there. So take note of that as you drive along this wonderful morning. All right, then, those of you making that journey to the island, the Port Milan Bridge is still accessible. Of course, from Yanowuru, connecting the third mainland bridge is good. A little bit of slowdowns by the time you get to Adekunle and Adeniji, but no major worries driving through that corridor right now. All right, from the Ekpe end, we did tell you that the overnight broken down articulated vehicle just drive ShopRite intersection in Ekpe has been taken off the road, so it's a much better drive right now if you are within that particular corridor. We did tell you earlier on as well that between Ojota heading towards Maryland, it's getting much better, no major worries. Friday, that corridor too is looking good. And then we can also tell you that heading towards Funshaw Williams Avenue, linking up with the Co Bridge, is also looking good. All right, within the Mushin end, there was an overnight 40-feet container leading truck at Aye Roundabout, inwards Mushin. I understand it's a truck with a tire problem. Okay, so they are working on it as well. Traffic managers there are trying to see how you really navigate through that end too. So no major worries. On the Lagos-Abeokuta Expressway, we can tell you, it's looking good all the way from Yanukwaja heading towards Agoyi. But by the time you approach Dokpemu and Cement, things begin to slow down. Between Ilezik down to National, pretty slow as well. You have lots of vehicles making use of that corridor. Beyond National, heading towards Oshodi, it gets much better, but you need to watch out for slowness around Olukwesi and Brown Junction as well. Mile 2N, Ijesha to second Rainbow, proceeding through Fat Beams, down to Mile 2OK. It's moving as expected, descending the bridge to Car Wash, up to Signal Barracks, and Alaba Suru, also looking very good. Return journey from Suru down to Mile 2, not bad at all. And from Mile 2, proceeding through Droba, First Gate, Agboju, Alakija, down to Abule Ado, moving as expected. And then we can tell you the return journey from Abule Ado, proceeding through Alakija down to Ekomog, also looking good. Slow between Ekomog and Car Wash, but nothing to worry. The four cardinal angles of Apple Junction, looking very, very free this morning. No impediment sighted all through those corridors. Traffic managers on ground, strategically positioned to do the day's job. So that's what you have within the Mile 2 end. We'll be serving you more airplanes, and of course we'll be giving more to you. But it's the insurance world that we are right now, and it's called Insurance Digest.
Oh, see what you have done now. You have done it like that.
I'm sorry. I'm so sorry.
I hope you have a good motor insurance.
Yes, I have a third-party motor insurance that will take care of all your repairs.
In fact, the benefits of third-party motor insurance have increased. First, the limit to claims for damages to third-party vehicles has been increased. Secondly, when you get your third-party motor insurance, you automatically get an ECOWAS Brown card, which means your vehicle now has insurance cover across all West African countries. And if ever it is liable on Nigerian roads for damages to a vehicle from any West African country, the premium to be paid for third-party motor insurance for private car owners increased from 5,000 naira to 15,000 naira to enable insurers adequately bear the cost of repairs whenever the need arises. Buy your motor insurance. Please log on to www.niip.ng or visit any licensed insurance company today. This is a public enlightenment message from the Nigeria Insurance Association, NIA.
All right, so the Nigerian Insurance Association is very, very keen at ensuring that we have a better insurance penetration in Nigeria, and that is why this insurance education program has been put in place. So if you have any issues with your insurance company, or perhaps you have some challenges navigating through the intricacies of insurance with your company, you can always connect with the Nigerian Insurance Association, and that's on 0700 030-4678. That's 0700 030-4678. So today we're going to be prospecting life insurance in a financially challenged economy like ours. And joining me on the phone line this morning, Akinjide Orimolade is Managing Director and Chief Executive of Stanbic IBTC Insurance. Nice to have you join us. Good morning, sir.
Good morning, Mr. Victor Oteri. It's good to always be in your program, and the way you're talking about insurance, it's something that excites most of us with the insurance industry.
Beautiful, beautiful. All right, the last time you were on this program was sometime in February this year, precisely on the 6th of February, which is exactly about 5 months now. So how are things faring? How would you describe the insurance industry as it stands today?
Yeah, thank you very much, Terry. I will say that what has happened so far, the big space of last year, and this the gross premium income that the industry did last year was over 1 trillion, and there has been so much in terms of collaboration, within the insurance space. All the various bodies, the Nigerian Insurance Association (NIA), the Nigerian Council of Registered Insurance Brokers (NCRB), and also the Association of Insurance Agents, and even our regulator itself, NICOM. They've been able to create a lot of awareness. There's been lots of market storm. So with that, it's making insurance to be accessible to the various insuring public.
All right, so insurance is being opened up and many people are tapping into it. But Mr. Rimolade, we are in the rainy season right now, and at times like this, we have some form of destruction due to floods and all of that. So does weather really play a role in determining when to buy insurance?
Well, I mean, I would say, for you to buy insurance, you have to wait until flood happens. But flood is one of the items that one of the risks, that is covered within the insurance space. When you look at the people that insure their buildings against fire and special perils, under the special perils, flood is included.
Okay.
And those that insure their motor vehicles too comprehensively, they can have an extension to cover flood damage to their vehicles. And even we individuals, in the course of moving up and down, we could slip in the process of having flood here and there, and result in personal injury. And we have insurance to be able to cater for this.
Right.
So in a nutshell, we should not wait until flood happens, before we take up insurance. I think it's important we take up insurance now, so that at least you can prevent the risk, of flood, happening, and and then it will cause damage to your properties that you'll be able to use a lot of money to buy.
All right, so it shouldn't be tied to any weather. That's what you're saying now.
Correct. It shouldn't be. It's important you take it now, so in case it happens in the future, you know that you're already covered.
All right, NIA is very, very keen at shoring up, insurance penetration in Nigeria, and that's why a program of education, insurance education like this is very, very necessary. The campaign is been on now. We are in a fourth quarter already. But what are some of the factors do you think is hindering insurance from having maximal growth? Right now, I think the penetration level in Nigeria is hovering around 3 to 4%. Why are we not talking about 20-25%? What are some of those reasons that are hindering the astronomical growth of insurance in Nigeria?
Like we said, NI and also other bodies, we are creating that awareness. But as I always say, insurance is not body sold. So invariably, you still see lots of people that they've not been able to appreciate, the benefits of taking up insurance. And I think it's a process. It takes time. We are gradually building up, that momentum whereby people are getting to know that when there are these challenges, there are solutions, that insurance can be able to provide to be able to solve those challenges. So we just keep on, pushing it, and then we let the insurance public to be able to, know the benefits of taking insurance. And then once it sinks down into the insurance public that these are the benefits of taking up insurance, I'm sure that things will move in the right direction.
Right. Well, some of the people, or some of the things that people really hold against insurance is that I know there's ignorance. Ignorance is very, very high. Some do not really understand how it works, and some are just thinking some of those policies that are compulsory is just done by law. Anything other than that, they will not even tap into insurance. But Mr. Orimolade, how will you convince that butcher, or that market woman or that carpenter that insurance is very, very necessary? What would you tell that person that will make him really, really change his mind, especially as it relates to the principles that are guiding insurance?
Yeah, thank you very much, Mr. Oteri, for this. I think it's important before I dwell into the principles. I mean, I should just try and make it very simple. I can imagine someone that bought a car, you have the car, and then invariably what the first thing you think about is, oh, yes, for this risk to happen, it's better I get it insured, let me insure it comprehensively. And then for insurance companies, for you to be able to insure your car comprehensively, they will charge you a premium, that you are going to pay.
Right.
So once you pay the premium, you're already on risk. So if anything happens, you understand, definitely the insurance will be able to pay the claims. So looking at this scenario, yes, I bought a car, because I use my money in buying the car. I have a financial interest in that vehicle.
Right.
So one of the first principles we look at is insurable interest.
Okay.
Because you have a financial interest in that property. And then now, because once you are feeling, once you want to take up the insurance, you are going to fill a proposal form to be able to say, this is the make of your vehicle, it's going to be passed in garage, or all those, and then put the name and also all the necessary, KYC that has to be part of it.
Right.
So another principle is the utmost good faith. So in filling the form, trust will come in. So invariably, all the information that you are giving are the things that they are based on trust. And then if the claim, maybe you have an accident now, definitely the insurance company wants to, take over the claim. That is when indemnity will come in. Indemnity in the sense that lots of people, they contribute into a pool that they pay premium, and out of that, those that suffer the claims, you understand, those that suffer losses,
right.
They'll be compensated at the end of the day. So indemnity will come in respect of that. And then there's another school of thought too. You can have an accident with a third party, and if the third party is the one that is guilty, you understand? Yes, you can either make a claim because you have a comprehensive cover. Maybe the other person has a third party cover, and invariably, maybe that third party is the one that is liable, is the one that caused the accident.
Right.
You can make a claim from the third party. But once you make that claim from the third party, you know that you can still make a claim too from the insurance company.
Okay.
So it becomes a double, that is double. It's like you're not making a gain from the insurance company.
Okay.
So if you make your claim from the insurance company, your rights, that you have against that third party, you can now pass it to the insurance company. The insurance company can take over that right. And that is what is called subrogation.
Okay.
And then, people that they insure their property, I can have a property and I can say, because I like this insurance, I can insure with this insurance company, and then I insure with another insurance company, or the same property. So if there's a claim, because two insurance companies are involved, you understand,
right.
Contribution will come in. So in terms of settling the claims, you'll say, what proportion did you give to this insurance company? What proportion did you give to this other insurance company? So the contribution.
So could you contribute?
Exactly.
Right.
And then, when there's a claim too, we insurance company, because we want to know that, what led to that claim? What is the cost? So that is considered cost for you to know, this is what actually led to to this accident. Is it as a result of the fault of this particular person? So those are the various principles that are involved in taking up the insurance policy.
Right, and I want to say a very big thank you to you for breaking it down for us, because some of these principles sometimes could be complex, but of course you made it much easier. But there's no gain saying that things are very, very hard out there. We know as we speak today, the prices of pepper, tomatoes, and all that astronomically high. Services very, very high indeed. Inflation at an all-time high, and of course, market forces very unstable. So, for you and those of you that are insurance, how would you convince us that insurance has a role to play in all of this? So, in economically challenging times like this, what role does insurance have to play?
It's also like I mentioned, life itself is full of uncertainty. And when things are tough, in terms of what we are experiencing within the economic climate, that is the period that we will say that, I bought this property maybe about 3 years ago. When I bought it, it was valued for 30 million. But because of inflation and because of the cost of things, that property has moved to 60 or maybe 70 million. And the question you're asking yourself is that if you don't insure that property, if there's fire at the end of the day, I mean, yes, things are tough. It's going to be tougher for you. So the essence of the insurance is also pushing the effect of what is happening within our economy. People that they lose their loved ones too, if they don't have insurance in place, the question is, in terms of the education of the children, how do the breadwinner, how is it that the breadwinner is able to cater for this? Because if the breadwinner is not no more, the burden of providing for the children, it falls on the wife. So which makes it very difficult. Yes, we're in challenging period, but then, like I said, if you have all these insurances in place, you know that if anything happens, eventually insurance will just take over straight. Right. Concerning lost one, education of the children is guaranteed. Property that are lost, you understand, or destroyed by fire, insurance will take over that losses. Even vehicles too, cost of vehicles on the high side. Or if you insure your vehicle, if there's any accident, or if there's a total loss, insurance will always, be there to give that person the necessary succor.
Right. Let's talk about life insurance now, because I know one of your areas of concentration as the Managing Director and CEO of Stanbic IBTC Insurance is life. So let's talk about that. What is life insurance for those who do not understand?
Yeah. Life insurance, I would just to make it very easy, it's just broken down into four areas. You have the whole life, whole life in the sense that you can pay your premium for the rest of the year, until the person dies, and if anything happens, in terms of whatever the claims to be paid to the beneficiary. Then there's the term assurance. Term assurance is the one that, based on that definition, particular term, you can say, I want to have a term assurance for 5 years. I want to have it for 10 years or 15 years. So immediately, if I have a term assurance for 5 years, if nothing happens to me after 5 years, that's the end. But if anything happens before the expiration of that period, definitely, insurance company will be responsible. And then there's the endowment. Endowment is more like you are doing protection and at the same time you are doing savings. Protection in the sense that, yes, it's a life policy, so that in case, if anything happens, the period I've taken up this policy, you understand? Insurance company will pay my beneficiary. But if it provides that particular period, whatever money that I've paid you in terms of the premium, and then at the same time in terms of whatever the bonuses the insurance company have been able to put in place, I as the policy holder will be able to get that benefit. And then there's the annuity too. There are lots of people now, after they have worked for so long, and then they retire, we'll be able to put something in place that, yes, you have retired, but at the same time, at least, based on, your RSC, you can pass it to the insurance company, and then it becomes an annuity, so that on a monthly basis, you can be getting something, more like in form of salary again, on a monthly basis. And whatever they have been able to price, if that person lives, for the next 20 years or the next 30 years, that's what that person will be getting on a monthly basis until the person dies. So those are the various forms of life insurance that we have within the industry.
All right, and Lagos Traffic Radio 96.1 FM Insurance Digest is the program, and I have with me on the phone line Mr. Akinjide Orimolade. He is the Managing Director, Chief Executive of Stanbic IBTC Insurance. Okay then, so flash update coming in from the control room says due to ongoing construction works, a mixer belonging to the CCECC is parked under the newly constructed pedestrian bridge. That's if you're approaching Corn Oil filling station at National. It's really affecting the already narrowed path there, and so that's the reason why it is very slow. The slow movement being experienced for those of you coming in from Dokwemoyin, Cement, Ilezik, is as a result of that as well, coupled with the narrowed lanes at National. But the good news, traffic managers are fully on ground. They are trying to ensure that you have it moving, no unnecessary parks around the road within that particular corridor. We're going to take a short break right now. When we return, we hear from you too. You can join the conversation. Now that's on 08099120777. You can send your message there, and you can also call us on 09153877127. Okay, so Mr. Orimolade will see help us out. How many types of life insurance policies? Of course, he has talked a little bit about that. But who really needs a life insurance policy in financially challenging times like this? He will also respond to that. These are many more we'll reflect on. But first, a brief break. We'll be back.
Before, now so wahala with law enforcement agent.
Yes, so hey, NIA don't upgrade the NID platform. Oh, now from your phone, you fit confirm your motor insurance certificate one time. Make sure say you don't get wahala with our law enforcement agents. Them just dial *565*11# one hand and follow the direction. It go show whether na fake or correct insurance you get. Oh, it's not hard and na sharp. But you to make sure say you find your motor insurance from only registered insurance company to avoid wahala. This message now from Nigerian Insurance Association, NIA.
Lagos Traffic Radio 96.1 FM. Prospecting life insurance in financially challenging times is our focus this morning, and I have with me on the phone line Mr. Akinjide Orimolade, MD, CEO, Stanbic IBTC Insurance. We've got some messages that are coming in, and if you also want to join that, 08099120777. And you can give us a call on 09153877127. This one says, hello, Mr. Orimolade. Could you please explain what are the core life insurance products offered by Stanbic IBTC Life Assurance? Ahmed is sending that one in from Ikoyi. So, what products do you have under your company?
Well, thank you very much, Mr. Ahmed. For Stanbic IBTC Insurance, we've been able to simplify, in terms of a product solution. We have products that addresses the corporate arms of the business, which is the compulsory group life insurance. What do I mean by compulsory group life insurance? Based on the 10 Comes Act of 2004, when you have more than 3 employees, definitely we are meant to cover them against the risk of death, which is a minimum of 3 times your total salary. That's for the group life. And then at the same time, to people that they take facility from the bank, there's what we call the credit life, because the bank themselves, when they advance those loans to you, they don't want to lose those loans as a result of death, as a result of loss of job,
right,
permanent disability. So those are the ones under the corporate. Then under the retail, because we believe that, with the kind of population that we have, and then with the gap, with the solution that we know that we can offer, the insurance public, we have various types of retail products. The first one is the education endowment.
Okay.
Education endowment is just to cater, in case if the breadwinner is no longer alive, in terms of the continuity of the education of your children.
Right.
And at the same time too, if the person is able to survive the time, the person can, take all those benefits in terms of whatever the person has contributed, with the bonus that is involved, you understand?
Right.
And with that, in terms of, yes, I have this saving that I've made over time. So you cannot deploy it. Maybe by that time, maybe your son or your daughter wants to go into the university, you have that work amount that you can use to be able to finance the education.
All right, so I'm sure that Ahmed and others can get more facts from your website, right?
Exactly.
Okay. I have some other messages.
Okay.
Yeah, go ahead.
www.stambicivtcinsurance.com.
Okay then. There's one here that says, good morning, Victor and Mr. Orimolade. How exactly does life insurance assist in financial planning during economic downturns? Chioma is sending that one in. Another one here says, hello, Traffic Radio. How does Stanbic IBTC insurance support policyholders like me who are facing financial setbacks? Mecca is sending that one in from Agor Palace. All right, so do you have any kind of CSR or other ways you can assist people during these financially challenging times?
Okay, what I always advise people is that, in life, there are situations that, things are doing well for that particular person. So when you have the means, it's always good to take up insurance. And, there's some life insurance that you can take up. The education endowment that I mentioned, assuming maybe it's something that you have taken up in the past, you can always use it as a collateral for which you even get a facility.
Like a loan, right?
Exactly, like a loan from the bank, And like also to people that are retired, they can always, come to us for solution in terms of the guarantee, which is the annuity policy that I mentioned, so that on a monthly basis, you can still get something which will be in form of as if you are getting salary throughout the rest of your life. Okay. But it's always good, you need to have an insurance policy in place that I mentioned, education endowment that you can now use as collateral for you to be able to get the facility from the bank.
All right. Another question here says, good morning. I am curious to know how inflation and currency fluctuations impact life insurance policies. He didn't put his name, by the way. So, does inflation affect it? If I pick up an insurance policy today, in the next 10 years, is it going to affect it?
Yeah, because you see, you can't separate what is happening within the economy, with a life insurance policy, and that's the reason why we tell people that once you can notice that inflation is going up, because life insurance is all about benefits. There's nothing stopping you. If my sum assured, I say my sum assured is 10 million today, and I'm buoyant enough. I have more money. Of course, I can increase it. I can make it to 20 million so that it can help. It can cope. In terms of the inflationary effect. But the beauty about it is that that you are just making a compulsory saving, for the future.
Right. So who needs a life insurance policy?
Everybody, Mr. Choi, including yourself. Everybody needs it. I can tell you that.
Okay.
If someone needs it, the chairman of the company needs it.
Everyone needs it.
Everybody needs a life insurance. So it gives peace of mind.
All right. So if there are so many life insurance products out there, so how do I know which one to buy?
It's just for you to talk to us. I mean, based on the website I've given, www.stambicibtcinsurance.com, because we want to know, because we're one of the insurance companies when it comes to even trying to know about the solution that we can give to our various clients. I will sit down with you, you know. Are you just married? If you're just married, you know the kind of product that we can use to be able to meet your needs. You know, those that are about to have children, you know, education endowment can be used to be able to meet their needs. You know, those that they want to get a mortgage, you know, from the bank, you know, can pick up a mortgage protection for them to be able to do that. And then those that they have in-laws, you know, parents that are old, you know, but not 75 years old. We can always have a formula which we call sunset benefit to be able to address that particular.
That particular. All right, so I wish this can continue. There are lots of messages that are trickling in for you, but we have to round this off. So even as you do so, how is premium determined under life insurance?
Sorry, Mr. I didn't hear that very well.
I said, how is premium determined under a life insurance policy?
Oh, okay, thanks. Well, in terms of the timing of the premium for the life something, it's just for us to know the age. Once you know the age of the person and also the period that we want to do the insurance for, you know, with that, we will calculate the premium.
All right.
But I always advise people that when you are young, you know, take up insurance, life insurance, because when you are young, the premium is lower compared to people that are older.
All right. We have to terminate it at this point. Let me say a very big thank you to you, Akinjide Orimolade. Thank you so much for connecting with us this morning.
Thank you, Mr. Oteri. It's always my pleasure to be on your program, and you guys are making a lot of waves in the traffic, radio industry. Thank you so much.
All right, then. Nice connecting with you. So I'll be speaking with the MD, CEO of Stanbic IBTC Insurance, and we'll be reflecting on how best to prospect life insurance in financially challenging times. We have to go. The program has been produced by Mike James. I say a big thank you to Faye Oyejobi in the studios as well. Benita also in the building. Not forgetting Soji Oni, who is a controller technical for the Nigerian Insurers Association. I say big thank you to you. Same for Faye John. Our executive producer is Taya Akole. My name is Victor Oteri. Have a splendid day. Bye.
Oh, see what you have done now. You have damaged my car.
I'm sorry. I'm so sorry.
I hope you have a good motor insurance.
Yes, I have a third-party motor insurance that will take care of all your repairs.
In fact, the benefits of third-party motor insurance have increased. First, the limit to claims for damages to third-party vehicles has been increased. Secondly, when you get your third-party motor insurance, you automatically get an ECOWAS Brown card, which means your vehicle now has insurance cover across all West African countries. And if ever it is liable on Nigerian roads for damages to a vehicle from any West African country, the premium to be paid for third-party motor insurance for private car owners, it increased from 5,000 naira to 15,000 naira to enable insurers adequately bear the cost of repairs whenever the need arises. Buy your motor insurance. Please log on to www.niip.ng or visit any licensed insurance company today. This is a public enlightenment message from the Nigeria Insurance Association, NIA.
Traffic Radio, providing up-to-date kind of news. Traffic Radio, for listeners across the state. Lego. Traffic Radio, that's the place to go. Plan your journey. Traffic Radio, on the go. Before you say it out. Traffic Radio, that's the place to go. Traffic Radio, y'all. Traffic Radio, come on the go. Yeah, traffic Radio.
Very beautiful morning to you. Here is the news at 10. First, the highlight. Governor Sanwo-Olu sues for relaxation of tertiary education trust fund guidelines for state-owned universities. Nigerian Meteorological Agency unveils global learning management system. On the foreign scene, Uruguay-bound plane makes emergency landing in Brazil after running into strong turbulence. And in sports, Portugal defeats Slovenia on penalties to reach Euro 2024 quarterfinals. Now the details. I am Dele Agadumo. Lagos State Governor Babajide Sanwo-Olu has appealed to Tertiary Education Trust Fund (TET Fund) to relax some of its guidelines to enable the state-owned universities access the 4.5 billion naira intervention fund between 2017 to 2023. Governor Sanwo-Olu made the appeal when the House of Representatives Committee on TET Fund, chaired by Honorable Miriam Onoha, paid him a courtesy visit at the Lagos House, Ikeja. The governor thanked the committee for undertaking the national assignment and its commitment to identifying the gap and issues as it embarked on surgical analysis to resolve the over 4.5 billion naira unaccessed TET Fund's intervention fund for Lagos State tertiary institutions domiciled at the Central Bank of Nigeria. Governor Sanwo-Olu also said the government is proactively positioning the state tertiary institutions and making students fit into the future of the labour market.
We are the ones that have brought out the app, and you're the ones that have said we want to remove all the red tapes because we want the impact of this oversight to truly, really feel the impact and for those institutions to really, really have the benefit of what the intended, of these funds are. Of no use are we, just keeping money in CBN and it has not met the needs of the higher institutions that they were set for and the impact that it will have on our educational system.
Earlier, the Chairman, House Committee on TET Fund, Miriam Onoha, noted that unaccessed TET Fund intervention funds by Nigerian universities in the last years is to the tune of 200 billion naira. She urged the leadership of Lagos tertiary institutions to make necessary documents available to access the funds for infrastructural development and staff trainings, among others, while the committee will go round all states as Lagos is the pilot infrastructure She urged the leadership of Lagos tertiary institutions to make necessary documents available to access the funds for infrastructural development and staff trainings, among others, while the committee will go round all states as Lagos is the pilot.
To ensure that the value for money will not be lost and that taxpayers' money will be put to good use. From 2017, 2020 to 2023, the amounts that have been allocated to embark on those intervention programs have been eroded by the growing economic and inflationary needs. So the House resolved that within these 6 months would come with a technical team, the relevant TET Fund department, to state-by-state visits and call it like a mobile clinic.
On his part, Commissioner for Tertiary Education, Talani Sule, noted that the regulations and guidelines of TET Fund were the major challenges for accessing the intervention funds by Lagos universities. The Lagos State Government is set to launch Labour Market Information System on Wednesday as part of its strategy to create wealth and employment for the teeming youths in the state. Acting Executive Secretary, Lagos State Employment Trust Fund, LSETF, Feishayo Alayode, made this known at a pre-event press briefing at Alausa for the upcoming LSETF Summit. Alayode, who stated that the theme of the summit, job creation, uniting for impact, create, collaborate, change, is apt for as many panelists will speak at the summit with Governor Babajide Sanwo-Olu as a special guest. While fielding questions from newsmen on the activities of LSETF, the acting executive secretary, who said over 10 billion naira has been disbursed so far with 86% recovery rate, appealed to those still owing to pay up to allow other entrepreneurs benefit from the scheme.
When you want to start a business, it's not only about access to capital, it's not only about funding. There are other aspects to set your business up for success. If you don't pay this money back, you're shooting somebody else in the foot, i.e.,
person that should have access to that loan tomorrow wouldn't have anything to give. So it's important that we collect 100%.
On his part, the special advisor to the governor on media and publicity, Boyega Akoshile, explained that the LSCTF scheme is to empower those with creative ideas with seed funds to create employment, hinting that over 500,000 businesses have been supported.
LSCTF is for everybody that's doing business legitimately in Lagos State, and you only need that platform to scale up and of course to further create value to the society by also becoming employer of labor.
The LSCTF summit is expected to empower and give free business training to those in circular economy and green economy, among others. Lagos State government says no fewer than 145 subscribers have been refunded of their full deposit for various categories of homes in Igodo Mixed Housing Estate following their indication of lack of further interest in the housing scheme. Permanent Secretary, Lagos State Ministry of Housing, Victor Oteri, said this while fielding questions on the allocation of the newly inaugurated 270 home units, Cluster 1 of the Eco Housing Scheme. Torella pointed out that the delivery of the housing estate was cumbered by various factors ranging from administrative issues to large-scale vandalization of the estate by hoodlums. While lauding the patience and understanding of the early subscribers of the estate who waited for the estate to be completed, Torella said the state government has since refunded 145 former subscribers who applied for repayment with genuine evidence of payment since the administration of former Governor Akinwumi Ambode till date. Torella appealed to subscribers who had applied for refund but have not been paid, urging them to come to the Ministry of Housing with all necessary original documents, while subscribers with claims of loss of original receipt or document should provide police report and declaration of loss of document or receipt. He assured all genuine subscribers that the delivery of the Eco Housing Scheme is still an ongoing process, noting that there are still 576 homes of various categories to be completed before the end of first quarter 2024. Torella also reiterated the utmost commitment of the state government towards continuous provision of homes to citizens in all the administrative divisions of the state. Lagos State government has expressed its commitment to enhancing the potential of the waterways to boost water tourism in the state. Commissioner for Tourism, Arts and Culture, Toke Benson Aweka, said this during the Fuji Fusion Loriomi event held at the weekend on MV Adimorisha barge organized by the Lagos Ferry Services Lag Ferry. Benson Aweka said the state government is committed to enhancing water tourism in Lagos State to boost the local economy, create employment opportunities and attract both domestic and international tourists. Also, the Managing Director of Lag Ferry, Ladi Balogun, said Governor Babajide Sanwo-Olu has created an enabling environment for stakeholders to explore various opportunities within the state's blue economy, while assuring that the agency will focus on improving the passenger experience by ensuring safety, comfort and efficiency on its boats. Balogun informed that it also aims to provide tourists with a unique and enjoyable way to experience several Lagos iconic landmarks such as the Lekki-Ikoyi Link Bridge, Eko Atlantic City and Takwa Bay, while also decongesting the city's roads. Now to the rest of the stories. The Nigerian Meteorological Agency, NIMET, has launched a global learning management system integrated with Microsoft Teams. According to the Director General and Chief Executive Officer of the agency, Charles Anosike, the platform will enhance its global opportunities as well as create a window of collaboration with other reputable organizations. Anosike said the platform is aimed at significantly boosting capacity building development
among its personnel, as well as driving the online interactive training arms of the agency. He said the integration of Microsoft Teams with the learning management system will provide its personnel and learning institutes with a seamless and robust platform for collaborative training and development. The National Center for the Control of Small Arms and Light Weapons says the large cache of arms and ammunition intercepted by the Nigerian Customs Service would be destroyed after documentation has been completed. The center also confirmed that the customs had handed over the weapons to it. The Nigerian Customs had, during one of its operations, intercepted a 40-foot container loaded with 844 rifles and 112,500 live ammunition in Port Harcourt. The arms and ammunition were said to have been skillfully concealed within items such as doors, furniture, plumbing fittings, and leather bags. The center's director, Strategic Communications and Information, Pius Okwego, said the handing over of the seized weapons was done in Port Harcourt, Rivers State. The federal government has established an advisory board and a ministerial task force on malaria elimination in Nigeria. According to the senior advisor to the coordinating Minister of Health and Social Welfare on Media and External Relations, Tashikana Hala, the advisory board and task force are to accelerate progress towards malaria elimination in the country. Hala said malaria, a life-threatening disease caused by parasites transmitted to humans through the bites of infected female Anopheles mosquitoes, occurs regularly and is widespread across Nigeria. While inaugurating the advisory board and ministerial task force, he explained that malaria poses a significant burden on Nigerians in terms of mortality, morbidity, loss of work hours, out-of-pocket expenses, and government investments in treatments and interventions. Now to foreign news. A flight hit by strong turbulence has made an emergency landing in Brazil, with 30 people reported injured. The Air Europa Boeing 787-9 Dreamliner was flying from Madrid to Montevideo when the mid-air incident happened. The plane, which had 325 passengers on board, ran into turbulence over the Atlantic when it had nearly reached the Brazilian coast. Airport officials said passengers needed medical assistance and were taken to the nearest hospital. The incident comes weeks after a Singapore Airlines flight was subjected to severe turbulence over Myanmar, leading to dozens of injuries and the death of a British man. In sports, Portugal has defeated Slovenia on penalties to reach the Euro 2024 quarterfinals of Euro 2024. The game was decided via penalty shootout after 120 minutes of football failed to produce a goal, with Portugal winning 3-0, and Diogo Costa was the hero as he saved 3 spot kicks. Cristiano Ronaldo was presented with the opportunity of giving Portugal the lead in the 105th minute in extra time, but saw his effort saved by Slovenia goalkeeper Jan Oblak. Also, Manchester United captain Bruno Fernandes got Portugal's second, while Manchester City's Bernardo Silva netted the winning spot kick. Following the team's progress into the quarterfinals, Portugal will take on France. And that was on News at 10. Just before we go, speed thrills but kills. Please do not drive beyond specified speed limits. You can follow us and like all our various social media platforms: X Traffic Radio 961, Facebook Lagos Traffic Radio 96.1 FM, Instagram Lagos Traffic Radio 961. Subscribe and watch our news and programs live on YouTube at Traffic Radio 961. You can also visit our website at trafficradio961.ng. Did you know the Sanwo-Olu administration in 100 high medium capacity buses for standard routes? You can get more details on the Lagos State Government website. To end the news are the highlights of the major stories. Lagos State Governor Babajide Sanwo-Olu has appealed to Tertiary Education Trust Fund (TET Fund) to relax some of its guidelines to enable the state-owned universities access the 4.5 billion naira intervention fund between 2017 to 2023. The Nigerian Meteorological Agency, NIMET, has launched a global learning management system integrated with Microsoft Teams. We also told you that a flight hit by strong turbulence has made an emergency landing in Brazil, with 30 people reported injured. And in sport, Portugal has defeated Slovenia on penalties to reach the Euro 2024 quarterfinals. For contact the newsroom, send a message to info@trafficradio961.ng. That is the news broadcast compiled by Zainab Adebeshi. I'm Dele Agadumo. Good morning. Thank you for listening.
In a city that never sleeps and traffic that never slumbers.